Up next on the show, we have Tom and Amira, and they are with TREATOPIA. Very excited to have them here. They're from Nebraska. Welcome to the show. Tom, I guess we're going to start with you. How are you?
Hi, doing well. How are you today?
Good. This is exciting. So, this is a one ingredient treat, correct? A pet treat?
Correct.
Okay. What makes TREATOPIA different than any other pet treat companies?
So, in the pet industry, you have so many different brands, so many different companies who are trying to bring products to pet lovers such as ourselves. And it's really hard for pet owners to decide what's best for their dog. Do they go with all natural? Do they go with what they've been using for the last 10 years? And the industry's kind of evolved to kind of enhance, a lot of people themselves are eating better, taking different choices on their own personal eating habits, and they're passing those habits to their dogs. And so for us, we wanted to make sure that we developed a product that is single ingredient, that has a transparent supply chain, that people understand what's in it and how to give it to their dog, and make sure that they feel comfortable and happy what they're giving to their dog. So that was really kind of the main backing and understanding of, hey, we just need to find a way to build a brand to help portray the message to the customers. So when they're online or when they're on Amazon and they type in natural dog treat, we have something that they can open up. They can read about who we are, about our story, where the product comes from, feel good about what they're buying. Obviously, price is important too, but make sure that when they're purchasing something, it's something that they're going to feel good about getting to their dog. And that's really what we wanted to do. And I think that's really what we've been able to create.
You want a healthier pet, just a healthier pet. Now, what I found interesting is that it comes in like different forms. There's like a jerky stick. It almost looks like human food. I'm just telling you. When I first opened up the package of all like the really cool things, I'm like, this kind of look good, right? So, what was it about that being able to make it in different forms? Is it because you want the dog to be excited by the different shapes?
I think it's interesting because, we really rely on think about the meat industry, and they have an inevitable part of needing to find ways to take their waste and finding things from a cow's perspective that we can turn into treats. So, from tendons, for an example, you can have uh, gambrel tendon or Achilles tendon. And when we receive the tendons at our facility and we cook them, we can also cut them down to size, maybe to uh, be for smaller dogs, or maybe we keep them at their standard length for bigger dogs. But making sure that as long as we're able to bring different variations of things that are single ingredient natural coming from a cow per se in this instance, we're wanting to do that just to give more variety, and more ways for us to not just focus on larger dogs or smaller dogs or medium dogs, but touch every dog, whether if it lives in an apartment or if it lives into if it has a wonderful yard. And so that's kind of where the different variations could come from.
I like the fact that there is a source. Like you know exactly what the source is. You're only working with cattle that is from a 500-mile radius of Omaha, Nebraska, right? So you could trace
Correct.
it exactly back to that farm or to that cattle farmer, and so you know what's in your product because you've like I guess you vetted every single piece that you're working with.
That is probably one of our strongest competitive advantages. I think, especially in today's age, where you have some pet manufacturers will be extremely vague on the sourcing of the product. They might say, "Hey, it's made in the U.S.," but product is from South America or Southeast Asia or what have you. They don't ever. They want to keep their options open. So, because to them, it's all about from a price perspective. Hey, we need to make sure that we can get the lowest lungs possible or tendons possible. Where for us, the transparency I think gives us more of an edge because it helps customers build more trust with our brand, and they'll understand, hey, this is coming from ranches within 500 miles of Omaha. We know from almost a decent amount of certainty exactly where it's coming from. And I wish more pet manufacturers would kind of take that stance and kind of say and be more transparent where the product's sourced from, and not just, hey, it's hand packed in the US, et cetera, et cetera. So I think that is kind of where we are able to kind of separate ourselves from some of the competition and give customers that trust and understanding that they know exactly where the product is coming from.
Well, Amira, you and I had a great conversation the other day. And who is your pet friend? Who did you bring with you to set today, Amira?
This is Luna. This is Treatopia's therapy dog. She is also one of our loyal testers, and I can say with certainty that she is loving every one of our products, and she is a great uh, pers- person to ask about that.
I love that you referred to her as a person. Beautiful. I love that. Right. I think that's wonderful. So
Yeah.
where are your treats available now, Amira? Where can someone get Treatopia?
All of our treats are currently available on Amazon. That is the easily accessible place to grab them from. You can also find us on Instagram and Facebook and tag us, and you could be featured on our product page as well as on our website. You can learn a lot more about our products, where they come from, and a lot more of the care that we put into baking and everything like that.
So pet parents are invited to be part of your social media, right? All they need to
Absolutely.
do is like engage with you. I think that's fabulous. So thank you so much for joining us from Nebraska. I told you my high school friend is living in Omaha and has for many years. It's a great town. So happy journeys to you, and thank you for being a guest on the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank
We
you so
appreciate
much.
it.
Okay, goodbye to the three of you. Happiness to all of you. Bye, guys. Go pet parents, Treatopia. This might be just the treat your dog is looking for. Be well.